Okay, so we're looking at the G box. And by the way, if you want to do the G on your bar, whatever you're tuned to, in my case it's a horrible E flat, and then a C shape, and then a D shape. But you see that C minor shape? That's the Phrygian. We would have to do a half shape there, so it would end up being this. Or take it one shape up. From C goes to the A minor shape, so it'd be okay. So that's nice. And just take as many shapes up as you want until you get to the shapes that you want to play. Okay, so the C shape to the A minor shape, well, that's easy. You're not going to change that. The G minor shape, okay, to this is actually the sixth. It's an E minor shape sixth. Okay, so that's 3, 6, root. Okay, right there. C is the sixth of bop, 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 bop. All right, so that'd be an E minor shape. This would be the sixth in the key of G, okay, which would be the E minor. All right, so we're in the key of G, not the key of C. All right, so the sixth of the key of the sixth of the key of C is the third of the key of C is the sixth of the key of G. You get a little confused there sometimes, but keep trying. So you get to a point where you don't get into a little confusion like that. So let's close up the drawing tool. We are looking at the G cage, but we're talking about it being the key of E, and that root here is now going to be what? It's the flatted second, right? Root is the flatted second. What was it? Okay, just bounce back over here. I know I don't have to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. If root is C, it's the flatted sixth, not second, of E. Okay, so we say that root is the flatted sixth of E. Alright? So if we want to play in the key of E, we simply go to the C sharp, and we're on the sixth. There. We don't have to play the C, you just play the C above it. Alright, so in the G shape, okay, where we would have, let's take a guess and put it on the normal setting there. In the G shape here, alright, the root is right here. We just go up one and call that the sixth. So we would have, let's play that E, go to its minor. That would be its sixth. You see, we started at C. Okay, where did we start? Right there. Root right there, okay? In that case, right, this would be the sixth. Root is actually the G. So we would start it. Okay? So root was the key of G there because we were playing, I knew we were asking for it, putting the capo on the E. So that's pretty much what I've dug up, what I've stepped in, this week, this diagram here. And by the way, things bounce around a little bit. So you got an E shape here, then it goes to a C shape, then it goes back to an E shape, then it goes to a C shape again, and we go ahead to a G shape. So the modal up here and stuff like that, there's no easy rule except you want to do it in fourths. So just raw fourths. It doesn't say that right there, but it's in note fourth. So root right here, root 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7. That's the original string shape, but now we're going to be giving this its own string shape. So where that G is, I'm cheating here a little bit, is actually the key of D. That's interesting, but it gives us that string shape. Now we know how to find those string shapes. Okay, and did list them all 12 like that. That's nice. That's nice. So listen, it's been a good lesson. This little part I might want to explain. We've seen this before. Every fret as a capo. This is from about three charts back. So we just want to circle out these string shapes here, but this one's only 4. Okay, now we're not looking at tripentatonic. Okay, then the root 1 goes up to here is long, root 2, 3. See how the yellow encompasses the 3. Now we're going to go to the E1, but actually originally when this diagram was made, instead of looking at that E there, in which the E we know now is the key of B. Okay, so this is actually the key of B here. This particular circle right here, you know, we can use that for the key of B. It's the R key of B. The R key of B. It doesn't look like the key of B to me, but it is the R key of B. Okay, because it's 7 modal string shapes plus the 5 letter string shapes caged makes 12. So that equals 7 plus 5. That's all keys. R 12 keys. So everything seems to work out pretty good, you guys. I think we're gonna call it a lesson. It's been a really good lesson. I know, you know, it's been difficult for people to kind of follow along. I encourage you to look at the earlier lessons. And by the way, this is a new playlist for fall of 2025. This is the first playlist, but there are also like 6 other playlists. So I encourage you to review whenever you can. I'm sure there'll be something will make some sense and something will gel, and you'll be on your way to play just like I do, just like I play. Okay, so here we're going to do a little bit of a little bit of groove here. Ignore the commercial. So this is just A minor, right? So what are we looking at? We're looking at a 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that was a bad note. So A goes to, in this direction, C, right? So we're looking at C goes to A. Back to the G. Where's G goes to E? Hey, see you next time. It's been a good lesson.